yesterday was day 3 of harvest. Today is not day 4 because we've ran out of beans to cut. I mowed some CRP, I have almost everything I need to mow this fall, starting to get it wrapped up. I picked up a check for my soybeans, and then now I'm gonna go run to a couple different cornfields and get a moisture sample because we could potentially start corn. So if we do, we'll get everything changed over tomorrow and try some corn until the rest of the soybeans are fit. Okay, let's get a few. Okay, so this is one of the fields that did not get sprayed for fungicide. Close look up on the ears. And then quickly checking for stalk quality. And I think these are fine. I'm not worried about this. Okay, and then this is the same field where it was sprayed for fungicide. The amount of tar spot seems about the same, but these stalks are greener. It's kind of holding on to the color a little bit more. So let's grab a couple ears here. Okay. First day of corn harvest. We are off to just an interesting start. I've lived in my house since May of 2017, and I've never ran out of water before, but I have no water at my house, so I'm gonna shower at the shop. Yay for having a shower at the shop. And I'm gonna figure out who hauls water around where I live. We're definitely in a drought, folks. We are getting propane delivered. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bank and then out to Ag Credit to pay a little bit on my operating loan. Then we're gonna get started. JD isn't sure. We might switch back to beans because there's some fields that look like, I don't know, they look pretty close. Okay, so it doesn't take too much effort to switch over to corn, but if these beans can go, we don't have to switch anything over. It might make more sense to do the beans. Also, the later we get into the season, beans are just more finicky. It's like I'd like to get them off earlier, but we'll do whatever we can do today because no matter what, I want to run. I don't want to just wait around for the beans, but I don't know. They're looking a lot better than they did just a few days ago. It's just such a weird season being so hot and so dry. Things are just really turning quicker than normal. I mean, last year at this time, we weren't even in the fields yet, I don't think. Definitely still mushy, but we're losing a lot of color, really drying out. You know, yesterday I was like, I really need to get this mowed because this is where they're gonna dump the chicken litter for this farm. I want to have it mowed up. And I never even thought, we don't have the whole field off, but we have this portion of the field off. So they'll just dump it in the field. I just did not think that through. But gonna get this mowed up and then it'll be done for winter. Okay, it is just a little bit before noon and we're gonna get started on some beans. JD and Kathy just started in the back of this field and we're gonna see what it is. JD's friend is riding along for the day. She does have a background in agriculture. She got a degree in agriculture actually. But she wanted to come to the farm, drive the combine, hang out for a day of harvest. So glad to have her. It's always fun having people out on days when things are not hectic. It can be smooth and hassle-free, or I don't know, maybe she'll just see us cuss a lot. You never really know. And then I'm also going to have Greg. He is one of my part-time guys. He's gonna come out at 2 today. And I'm gonna get him trained on the grain cart. He ran it a few days last season, but I need to get him trained again on it. And since we have the machine sync, it's gonna be a lot easier for him this year. Typically I don't, there's a rock there I wanna pick up. Typically I wait until I need all hands on deck to get people here, but I figured pay him a little bit extra, you know, get here, take our time, get everything set up and running while things are still kind of going slow, so that when things get fast, it's a lot less hectic. And then tomorrow I might have Colin come out and teach him on the cart, and then I might be able to get out of here for the season and I can get into the combine. But we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna go grab that rock before I forget about it. I keep telling myself every season that I'm gonna get a rock box to put on these tractors for when I pick up rocks in the field, but I just keep not doing it, and I keep just sticking them in here. At some point, I am going to break a window if I keep putting rocks in the cab. Also, it just makes it so much dirty in here, but I need to get that done. That's something I need to do. Okay, we are machine syncing, which means I can YouTube and grain cart at the same time. Always a win. It's going good. I thought it would be trickier to get this all set up and running smoothly, but no, it's working great right off the bat. Another thing I really like about the machine sync is I can tell how full the tank is, so I can kind of predict when he's going to want to dump.
Okay, and then this is at the end of dumping on the go one time. When you are done, you just simply turn away and the machine sync breaks off and you go dump the truck. One thing I'm making a point of doing right now is backing up whenever that's an option with the semi. Just since this ground is super hard, I have no worries about getting stuck in a field, and it's like just the perfect time to work on my maneuvering with the semi.
So much easier to train the new guys on this method. Just in beans, it can be a little tricky to see exactly right where you should go. You know, we cut at an angle, so making sure that you're the right distance away. You can see there's not too much room between the header and the grain cart, so this is nice. I really ought to change my shoes for the day. I always go out to the shop in these and I put my boots on, but I just never put my boots on today. Getting the bin indicator fixed. We are getting water. I don't know. For some reason, it just didn't feel right that time. It didn't feel right. I don't know why I questioned it. Okay, I'm not doing this now. This is such a loud, annoying ring. Just a second. Okay, I have Greg on the grain cart, JD in the combine. I'm gonna go dump trucks. Bring the truck. Well, they survived the first dump. I'm not sure if anything can compete with a turkey and cheese sandwich right at the beginning of harvest. Before you're sick of them, well, they're still good. Okay, one truck full, one truck empty.
A question I do get often is, why do you drive automatics and not stick? And we bought this first truck when I was still in college, and then we bought the other one a couple of years ago. And simply, they're just easier to drive. You don't have to learn something new. When we had straight trucks, we had to shift to those. And I don't know, it's nice and easy.
One thing that I've really really improved upon in the last couple of years is learning where to spot the trucks at. It just seemed like I was always sticking them in the wrong place. There wasn't enough room to get around. I was going to the wrong area, but I've really gotten a feel for where they ought to be parked at so that everyone can maneuver around them and they're in the right spot. Okay, we are on load number 5 today. We're averaging about 1 load an hour. This one's moisture was 10.5. I'm gonna pull some of these weeds at the bends while this truck unloads. And we're getting to the later half of the 4th day. It's about time I make my way into the combine. First time unloading on the go from my cart. I pressed some wrong buttons at first, so I had to accidentally reset my home point, but we're going now.
The beans are still pretty much just disappointing us on yield, unfortunately. Pretty good stand here, lots of pods, just little beans. So it's kind of frustrating, but they look visually so much better than last year, but we're having similar yields.
It is just about 8 p.m. It's starting to feel like a little bit tough. Tanner got me Buffalo Wild Wings wings. I am looking forward to having those. But yeah, wrapping up this day in the combine, which is the coolest position for sure. Are getting pretty tough. It is 8:30. We are going to call it a night. We got into kind of some greener beans over by a wood, so 2 more passes and we're done with this half of this field that we're at. So we will reassess tomorrow. Tomorrow I will have JD, Greg, and Colin working, so I'm gonna get everyone trained on everything in theory, hopefully, and we'll see if we're doing corn or beans. Who knows? Okay, just have to finish dumping the last truck and I'll be done for the night. I was laying in bed making sure that all my videos posted for the day, and someone asked about chin-ups, and so here I am outside doing them because I completely forgot about them. I hate this. Before I took my turn in the combine, I snagged some drone videos, and I think this is pretty good. Now, if I knew how to like edit and do cool things, I'd make the lighting nice and I'd put like a cool, catchy song right here. Something really cool. Just imagine it. Yep, pretty awesome. Thank you again for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to tune in for day 5 of harvest. Bye.